Last time on Dragon Ball Z, taking place in Trunks' alternate timeline, Son Goku has returned to Earth after spending some time on Yardrat. However, he is afflicted by a devastating heart virus. The hero doesn't have much time anymore, and there's no cure in sight. Goku had spent his time on Yardrat training, but there was one Yardrat he took a liking to. This Yardrat had become ill before Goku left. He didn't think much of it, but unknowingly contracted a heart virus that would mean the end of his days. Now the worried Dragon Team wait around Goku as he says his final goodbyes. Prelude to death. What if Goku's heart virus turned him into a zombie?
Hey everyone, and welcome to this first Halloween special I've ever done. I thought that, there's a lot of things that get Halloween specials and holiday specials, but I've never really seen a what if holiday special. I think Masako might have done one here and there, but I decided to do one for Halloween. Zombies are very Halloween, they're a staple. I know a lot of people think this idea is really weird, really dumb. To put that aside for a second, just enjoy the story. Remember, it's just a silly Halloween story. Marvel's done this, DC's done this, so why not Dragon Ball? And before you say there's never been zombies in Dragon Ball, Bandages the Mummy and all of Fusion Reborn would like to speak with you. But that's really besides the point. Don't take this too seriously, and just enjoy. Vegeta sits by the edge of a pond as Gohan runs towards his home. He had just been told that his father's time was up. He arrives just in time to see his father take his last breath, and Chi-Chi turned back to look at him with watery eyes. Every one of Goku's friends is heartbroken, and Gohan hugs his mother. As he steps towards her, Gohan stops for a second as he realizes movement behind her. He whispers, "Dad?" under his breath. Chi-Chi turns her head slowly just to be met by the soulless eyes of her husband. Instantly, she screams in fear as Goku digs his teeth into her neck. All of the Z fighters jump up from the scream, and Vegeta runs into the house. Chi-Chi continues to scream until seemingly dying. Goku then looks up at his son, smiling as he always had. But this time, blood dripped from his mouth. Rather than the traditional way of speaking, all he could say was Vegeta yells at Yamcha to get all the non-fighters to safety ASAP. Yamcha nods and grabs onto Bulma, Oolong, and Puar, then flying as far away as possible. Gohan is in shock from having that just happen. Piccolo grabs Gohan by his gi collar and chucks him out of the house, telling him to get away or fight. Goku then slowly gets up, while Piccolo and Krillin try to reason with him. They say that Goku's their friend, that this isn't him. There is no response, and Goku launches himself towards Krillin, trying to bite onto his head. However, Piccolo punches Goku through the wall before he reaches the fighter. The fight is taken outside, where Gohan finally musters up the spirit to fight. Vegeta rises up to the sky, firing a big bang attack onto the monster. To everyone's surprise, Goku fires back his own blast. This Kamehameha was just as powerful as any Kamehameha by Goku, and they realize that he has retained his power. The blast actually overpowers Vegeta's, who fell onto the ground. Goku rushes to attack Vegeta, but the prince catches Goku's wrist, avoiding his bite. Vegeta pushes him back, putting his hand up to Goku's chest and firing a blast. Vegeta gets back to the others, and Krillin asks, What's come over Goku?" Vegeta is panting and says that,
"I don't know, but I couldn't feel his heartbeat when I blasted him in the chest."
Everyone looks in horror. Then, Goku's aura bursts open red. Sparks fly out as he transforms into an undead Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, over at Capsule Corp, Yamcha and Bulma try to figure out what's going on. She searches through volumes and volumes of books, not finding anything that could explain this, except for some kind of fungus that takes over ants. It sounds like something out of a horror movie. Oolong freezes in place, asking if Goku has turned into a zombie. Bulma laughs, telling him that that's impossible, then quickly turns back to researching, worried that might actually be what's going on, her hands visibly shaking. When we cut back to the battle, the Sea Fighters are already severely hurt. Krillin is trying to reason with Goku, reminiscing upon their old good times together. He finally reaches Goku, hugging him. Goku hugs back, and it seems well for a second. Just then, Goku squeezes the fighter tight and bites onto Krillin's head. Krillin passes out, falling to the ground below. Piccolo then rushes in. Super Saiyan Goku and Piccolo fight against one another, while Gohan and Vegeta try to help out. However, Krillin wakes up. Now he also has the same dead eyes that Goku does. It doesn't take long at all for him to become whatever Goku is. Krillin starts to battle against Gohan, and Gohan notices Krillin's power has risen. Meanwhile, Piccolo continues to fight Goku. In the middle of the fight, Goku manages to sink his teeth into Piccolo's arm. Piccolo screams in pain, and Gohan yells his name. They knew that soon he'd become an undead too. However, Piccolo grabbed his arm by the opposite hand and ripped it right off. He wasn't about to let whatever Goku had poisoned him with enter his system. Panting, Piccolo started to grow another arm. Gohan punches Krillin out of the way, spinning his jaw, seemingly defeating him. Rushing at Goku, he fires a Masenko. Goku is hit by it. They think it's over. But when the smoke clears, Goku stands there. He was badly damaged, and parts of him burnt off, but somehow he was still alive. They are all terrified. Tenshinhan tells the others to get to safety as he rises up to the sky. Gohan yells at Tenshinhan to stop, and Vegeta refuses to go and continues to fight Goku. However, Piccolo grabs onto Gohan, and they rush off to Kami's lookout. Meanwhile, Vegeta holds on to Goku in a full Nelson. He yells at Tenshinhan to fire, but Tenshinhan knows that it might get Vegeta too. He listens anyways, firing Kikohos over and over again. He falls onto the ground out of energy and out of breath. Vegeta survived, but was completely out cold. Goku, however, was still moving. He turns back and bites onto Vegeta's arm. Soon, he would be infected too. He was going to continue feeding, but Tenshinhan shot one last Dodonpa onto Goku's arm. The monster turned around, ready to finish Tenshinhan off. Krillin wakes up and goes over to Tien as well. He slowly dies, and the monsters devour him. At the lookout, Piccolo talks to Kami about what is transcurring. Piccolo explains that whatever it is that happened to Goku, it also made him stronger. They don't know what to do, and Kami suggests finding the Dragon Balls. Back at Capsule Corp, Bulma has researched everything she can without much luck. In the news, there have been reports of cities being destroyed, citizens going missing, and people going crazy. Bulma and Yamcha go to Goku's home to try and find anything to study and find a cure. Once they enter the house, they only find one thing: an undead Chi-Chi. She attacks the pair, but Yamcha defends Bulma, and Chi-Chi is knocked out. But this was perfect. Bulma could take Chi-Chi to Capsule Corp and study her. During her studies, Bulma finds out that this was a virus that spreads through the bloodstream, taking over the person. Chi-Chi is kept in a capsule bed, put to sleep so she wouldn't bother anybody or attack them. They were very sad to have her like this. Bulma said that she will be able to find a cure, but it will take a long time. They just hoped that humanity would still be around by then. Unknown to all the heroes, Dr. Gero had been creating androids in order to kill Goku. However, in the past few months, he has witnessed a decline in humanity and an uprising in destruction and death. Though he wanted the Red Ribbon Army to take revenge and potentially be reborn as the rulers of the world, he couldn't let Earth be run over by monsters. There would be no point in taking it over. Additionally, he did see that one of them leading the charge was Goku and a bald man. So, he programmed the androids not to only kill Goku, but also neutralize the threat of the virus outbreak. This would be a win-win.
Hey kids, don't go away. We'll be right back. And now back to our show.
A few months passed and the zombie outbreak grew. Goku and his band was unstoppable, and even Vegeta had been turned into a zombie after that first encounter. Though Bulma was hard at work on a cure, she was also a mother and needed to take care of Trunks. Yamcha was still protecting West City, as it had become a fortified center against the outbreak. The androids were also released, though they are still rebellious, and even killed Dr. Gero. Their new programming also pushed them to focus their thirst of destruction into getting rid of the zombie outbreak. In the background, Cell was being developed, and soon would be born. They went to Bulma with another idea of searching the Dragon Balls to wish for the virus to be gone, and they began the quest. However, it was much more dangerous than they anticipated. Even so, they gathered most of them, until the final Dragon Ball they found at King's Castle, and it was completely infested with zombies, including Krillin and Goku. The androids rushed in to help, pushing both Krillin and Goku off. 18 focused on Krillin, and she was clearly stronger than him. In the meantime, Piccolo and Gohan get the final Dragon Ball and summon Shenron. They asked for the zombies to be turned back to normal. However,
That wish is beyond my power. Their souls are trapped in limbo as an organism occupies their bodies. King Yema has dominion over their souls. I am not able to return it to their body.
it all seemed lost. They didn't know what to do. It looked as if their only option was to wait for Bulma to complete her cure. They all retreat. Gohan and Piccolo introduce themselves to the androids, and an unlikely alliance is formed. As the years went by, little progress was made with the outbreak. However, Trunks is now 16. He's an incredible warrior training under Piccolo and Gohan. Gohan and Trunks have also unlocked Super Saiyan through harsh training in the Room of Spirit and Time, and killing the zombies wasn't easy. They found out that cutting their heads off often worked, but that was easier said than done. Especially the super warriors that were zombified. Androids 17 and 18 were hard to work with, as they were doing it for fun and the joy of destruction. The zombies were also difficult to locate, because many of them had no key at all. Only Goku and the others had any hint of it. Bulma and the rest also asked for help from Uranai Baba, who told them that King Yema wasn't sure what was happening, as none of the souls of the people that had been infected passed through the reception area. It looks like Shenron was right. Their souls are stuck somewhere in limbo. They needed to get rid of the infection. In the meantime, Trunks, Gohan, Yamcha, 17, 18, and Piccolo have to protect the citizens of the world from those infected, even if that means some losses. They get a message from Bulma saying that the cure should almost be ready, maybe a few months. Through one of the many altercations they had against Goku and Vegeta and the rest, Android 17 was bitten. He isn't affected at first and continues to fight. Then his human parts begin to become infected. Android 17 didn't want to succumb to this virus. Without much choice and the zombies ganging up on him, Android 17 activates his internal bomb and explodes along with a good portion of those infected. Android 18 screams and rushes into the crowd, defeating more and more of them. They can't stay there, however, and Trunks manages to call off 18. They all escape the swarm. They try to sense Goku's energy to see where he is, and they find that he's at Capsule Corp. The fighters rush to protect Bulma and find Yamcha dead on the floor. No time to grieve. They enter and find a sea of zombies. However, they sense 2 Gokus. What could this mean? They soon find out, as Goku sent hurling out of the lab, followed by a mysterious bug-like creature. His ki felt just like Goku's, but also Piccolo's and everyone else's. What was this thing? Goku escaped, and the fighters watched as the bug gets rid of all the other zombies by absorbing them with his tail. Gohan and Trunks try to stop him, telling him that they're human beings. The monster waves them off and introduces himself as Cell, the living cure. Bulma comes out of the lab and thanks Cell. She tells everyone that Cell was created by Dr. Gero as a defense system for Earth. He's made of everybody's cells and immune to the virus. He's the key to create the cure. However, he is dangerous. He absorbs those infected to try and stop the spread. But we know now that they aren't really dead. Cell chimes in, asking where 17 is. 18 gets upset and turns back around to walk away. Cell is angry too, saying that he needed 17 in order to become perfect. He rushes to 18 to at least absorb her. Piccolo, Trunks, and Gohan jump in to protect her, and a small battle begins, but is broken up by Trunks. He says that they need to work together, not against each other. Cell agrees to do so, and so does 18. However, he says that after this is over and done, he will absorb her. Cell joins the party and becomes one of the heroes, though they had a hard time accepting him as he absorbed those infected. He was even the one to defeat Krillin and absorb him. They grieved over him, but they needed Cell. They would never forgive him, and after this, they needed to take him down. Challenge accepted. Some time passed, with various battles here and there. Cell usually stayed behind as Bulma experimented on him. After a month, she finally tested it on Chi-Chi. To everyone's happiness, she wakes up as normal. She hugs her son and they all cry with joy. This was it. This was going to do it. All of them take a portion of the cure and fly over the zombies and shower them with it. This should kill the virus inside and bring everyone back. They all went to different parts of the world, making everybody turn back to normal. Sadly, those who were already hurt and damaged would die from their injuries. But at the very least, they would finally be able to go to heaven. When it came to Vegeta and Goku, they were able to escape the cure. Goku rushed at Gohan and took him down to the ground. He dropped the cure and it broke. Gohan and Goku were forced to battle out. Though they start as equal at first, Gohan Super Saiyan pushed him further. He is clearly stronger than Super Saiyan Goku. Gohan gets pushed to the ground as Goku tries to bite him. Trunks arrives to help out and throws a vial of cure at Gohan. He catches it and smashes it against Goku's face. Goku's eyes regain his pupils for a second and sees Gohan with his own two eyes for the first time in years. Goku smiles and then dies because of his injuries. Gohan gives a huge sigh of relief as he tears up. He wipes his eyes and gets back together with the rest to continue helping. Vegeta was much less damaged than Goku, so he survived being cured. Although the battle was not easy, as Trunks had to come to terms with the fact that this was really his father in between punches. Thankfully, once he returned, he was willing to help them out. Secretly, Cell still absorbed some of those infected. Rather than helping out with the cure, he totally dismissed it. But in the end, almost everybody was cured. The day had been saved thanks to Bulma and the others' efforts. And whether they like to admit it or not, thanks to Cell as well. The world could finally return to peace, or so they think. Cell might still be a problem in the future. They are worried about it. 18 in particular is scared. But for now, they are allowed to celebrate. They grieve over their fallen friends and the years they lost. But now the dead are able to rest in peace. But that's the end of Dragon Ball Zombies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun. It was really wacky, really crazy. I know some of you guys thought it was a dumb idea. That's fine, I get it, but I just thought it would be fun for Halloween to do something different. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all the good stuff, and click the bell icon so you get notified when I upload new videos. The Dragon Ball question of the week this week is, in your opinion, what's the scariest thing that happened in Dragon Ball? Leave it in the comments down below, and start a discussion. Anyways, until we meet again. See ya!